Hey y'all, Andrew here. Sorry for the lack of, physical Andrew here. You're gonna get a voiceover and a drawing from Christmas. So, it just goes to show how, hastily this update is going to be and how, it came to be. So, anyway, I just wanted to do a quick little video. I always say that and it always goes on forever. But, basically I just kind of wanted to do a state of the channel 2024 going into 2025. Just sort of give just a general update. So, the thing is that there's not a whole lot. The thing is that there's because I'm working on projects and stuff, right? But there's none that I can really because I finally released This Is Ed, Enter the Ed Conscious after 2, 3, 4 years of promising that I was making it. It is finally out. All 3 parts are now up on YouTube, and you can watch them at your earliest convenience. Or just when you feel like it, really. I'm not gonna force you to. But other than that, things are just kind of in varying levels of development. Some are in the script writing stage, some are just kind of in the, we're just sort of figuring out the ideas stage. Some are just kind of, it really kind of depends on the project. There was a project that I was going to release this year, but it didn't pan out, and it's still in the script stage, so I'm not gonna announce it yet, because it's still in the first draft. But it was originally supposed to be the 10-year anniversary of the Carniverse, which, by the way, this year was indeed the 10-year anniversary of Andrew Carr LLC and the Carniverse. Yay! And I will, before I move on, I just wanted to say thank you all for 10 years. 10 years! Back in 2014, 10 years ago, I basically was filming in a house. I just whipped out a camera. I think it was a tablet. I had a tablet and just kind of made films and just sort of threw stuff at the wall to see what stuck. And it's evolved over the last 10 years into what is basically kind of the place where I basically nothing has really changed. It's just a bit more professional now. But with all that said, I do genuinely thank you all for sticking with me for these last 10 years of watching my content and supporting me and my films and my projects and all these other things. It genuinely means a lot to me. It genuinely means a lot that y'all are still watching and still talking about it and stuff. That genuinely touches me, and I'm genuinely honored to have been doing this for 10 years, and that you have supported my filmmaking endeavors and my television and my web television endeavors for 10 years. In some cases, with some people, longer. Even before YouTube, when I was just making little things, just sort of in my living room. I would, my parents were there for me, and my friends were there for me, and, it's one of those things where, my friend William once said, for someone who calls things, Andrew Carr LLC, the Carniverse, there's a bunch of different things named after him that I give credit, so much credit, if not more so credit, to other people than just myself. And that's not to say that I don't take credit at all. It's just that sometimes what I do is made better from working with other people. And that has been a huge part of, I think, how the Carnivores has come to be, is just everyone helping, everyone contributing, everyone doing stuff to help make it better. And I really feel that the Carnivores really wouldn't be where it is if it wasn't for y'all. And I just wanted to say again, from the bottom of my heart, to William, to Cole, may he rest in peace, to Logan, to Mia, to Knight, to April, to Armand, to Mason, to everybody, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much for continuing to support me. Y'all are amazing, and I am happy to bring you more stuff coming down the pike. And again, I can't announce a lot of them because they're not in forms that I can actually say, hey, we're doing it quite yet. But there are plans, there are projects in the works that are on the way, and I can't wait for y'all to see where we're going with it. And I'm just again, thank you so much for that. Speaking of which, even though this year was the 10-year anniversary of Carr LLC, which again, thanks to my friend Knight for editing some of the Carnivores Best Bits compilations you've seen sort of scattered throughout the year, I'd also like to say that the party's not stopping anytime soon, because next year, 2025, will be the 10-year anniversary of two of my earliest short films, which is Teleportation with Old People and Carr LLC Presents a World of Divine Comedy. So it's basically sort of a film made up of 3 sketches and a film made up of a bunch of different sketches. That was just my hand, if you heard that. Just like my hand flicking against something. Anyway, so yeah, so we're celebrating yet another 10-year anniversary of filmmaking, of my getting into filmmaking. Although Memory Lane is kind of where I was like, look at, this is like a film I made. But at the same time, I still want to give credit to Teleportation and World of Divine Comedy for helping get me there in the beginning. So yeah, so the party's not stopping in that regard. Back to my original idea about the film I was going to make this year. It might come out next year. Again, I don't want to announce it quite yet, because again, it's nowhere near actual completion. So I'm not going to formally announce it now, but there is a script in progress that was originally intended to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of the Carnivores, and I feel in some ways might be better for this year, seeing it's the 10-year anniversary of me getting into serious filmmaking. But yeah, so again, I'm not formally announcing it, I'm just sort of saying that there is a script, it is being written, but it is not finished yet. So yeah, yeah, so I think in terms of the Carnivore stuff, I also want to, because I had a second channel called The Library Carr, which I promised I'd do Dark Tower Gunslinger for. That's still a thing. It's just hard for me to read, to just sit down and read. But I am going to get to it. Carr Quest of H.P. Lovecraft still on a hiatus. I think I kind of burned myself out on it, but that doesn't mean that I've quit doing it. I said that I'd review those 3 books plus a few short stories on the H.P. Lovecraft website, and I meant it. I am going to get back to that. I just need to kind of get myself into that mindset, into reading that sort of stuff again. Other than that, I think in terms of the actual Carnivore stuff, I think we're good. But I also wanted to leave y'all off before I go with a message. And I'm gonna take a little sip of tea here, right now. There we go. And it's a bit of a more serious note, but a genuine one nonetheless. This year's not been easy. And this year's been hard for a lot of people. I've had my own, hardships too. Earlier this year, we lost Boo Boo, our cat. He was 18, so he was kind of on his, he was, an old cat, so, but it still was a bummer to lose him earlier this year. And of course, in the latter half of the year, not to get too political, but the stuff that's happened, and some of the stuff in the Middle East, which continues to happen to this day. The reason I'm bringing all this up is that right now, stuff seems scary. Stuff seems really, really, really scary. And I'm feeling that fear too. I'm not gonna lie. I've been feeling it too. But I just want to let y'all know that we are not alone in this. We are not alone in feeling what we're feeling, in, where, maybe our mindset has been the last couple months when it comes to this kind of stuff, that it's all valid and that it's all perfectly fine. It's okay to feel down. It's okay to feel scared. It's okay to feel some level of maybe asking if the future is bright. It's okay to feel that. But it's also important to not let yourself get consumed by that. And I think, and actually, if you hear me sort of clicking around, I'm pulling something up here real quick. I posted it after the election, and I just want to recite it to y'all because I feel like the message of it is very important. So I'm going to read this word for word, and I've posted it on Facebook, I've posted it on Instagram, I've posted it on Threads, I've posted it on Discord, at least I think I did. But I'm going to repeat it here for y'all. Here goes. Here's a personal story. One of my favorite comedians is George Carlin. In one of his last shows before he died in 2008, he did a bit on suicide. The bit is dark but hilarious, as Carlin tends to be, but there's a line he says that's really lingered with me, and it actually keeps me from truly going anywhere near that dark place, whether he intended it or not. The line is, I don't wonder why'd he do it or what was going through his mind. You know what I wonder? Where'd he find the fucking time? Who's got time to be committing suicide? Aren't you busy? I got shit to do. Now, I don't know about y'all, but for me, that line means more to me than just being a funny line. It actually keeps me going in life through the ups and downs. It makes me say, yeah, Dark Thoughts, I've got shit to do. I've got people to care about and movies/art to make. And I can't do all that if I'm dead, now can I? The point of my story, before I go on too long, is that I understand the fear and the anger and the despair right now. I felt it all and hard throughout November 5th and 6th, and I know some of y'all are still going through it too. But please, stay on. Please, hang on. We have to keep going. We have to. We need to feel what we're feeling first, but we also have to remember to tell those dark thoughts that we don't have the time because we've got shit to do. I may take a bit of a break, but I'm not going anywhere permanently. Andrew Carr LLC and the Carniverse will live on. I'll be there to support wherever I can, reposting fundraisers, sharing mutual aid, donating when I can, talking to people, etc. and create some fun, twisted at times, and hopefully inspirational stuff. So basically what I've been doing anyways, but whatever happens next, we have each other. You are not alone. And I genuinely mean all of that, and I meant all that when I wrote that. Because, again, we are heading into some pretty deep, dark clouds the next couple of years. And it won't be easy. But we have to keep going. We have to be the umbrella for people who, if someone's like in the rain, because I said the dark clouds and people, rain, be the umbrella for the person stuck in the rain. And the more people you get under that umbrella, the more of you build a community. Build your community. Start sharing stuff. Donate if you can. Be the umbrella under the for the other people stuck in the rain. So that way, when the rain goes away, because it will go away. It may not seem like it will, but it will. Trust me. It always does. When the rain stops, and you pull down that umbrella, and you shake off all that rain, and you look up into the sky, you will see a rainbow. You will see the brightest, most beautiful rainbow you have ever seen. Hell, you might even get a double rainbow out of it. You might even get a triple rainbow from how much it's raining. But we need to be here for not just ourselves, for like mental health and stuff, drinking water and taking care of ourselves, but also to take care of other people too. And I think that that's really important. And we not only need to take care of ourselves, we need to take care of other people. And going into the next couple of years, we're really going to need that kind of community right now. So anyway, folks, this has been Andrew Carr, sort of giving a update on everything. And as I'm going to start to probably say from now on, have fun, stay safe, be kind. Heart to you all. See ya.